Hello my Scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. So for this layout I started with the stunning wood grain paper and I took the two largest frames and cut out the center there and joined them together to make one big frame and just reinforced the joins with that inside bit. And I then used this sparkly washi tape to go all the way around the edge just to turn it into a silver frame, sparkly silver frame instead of an orange one. I'm then sticking that right in the middle of this beautiful wood grain. I love this color. I think it is stunning. And I am going to build up the diagonal corners on this one. So I'm starting with this corner first, just playing around with a lot of the florally bits. I was going to stick that flat, but then decided it needed to be popped up on foam. So there's a little bit of fiddling around with foam with this one, just because I wanted some things to have dimension and some things to be flat. I think even though it adds a little bit of bulk to your pages, I really love the look of having some things up and some things down, which is nice. This layout is really going to mirror each other, with this corner being repeated in the diagonal corner as well. Mostly just playing around with the pieces out of the ephemera pack today with this one. Not a lot of stickers from the sticker sheet will make it out, but we'll wait and see. What else can I tell you? I don't even have my photos out yet that I can talk to you about because you can't see them and you won't know what they are. I also, you can see off to the right-hand side, I have to think about my lefts and my rights then. I've got my title out. You might not be able to read it yet because there's bunnies on top of it, but just the heads up while I'm chatting away about nothing is that is a Vicky Bouton title that I pulled out of my stash. This butterfly I have double put on foam, so it's super high up because it needs to cover a little bit of these leaf pieces, and I put those on foam, so that was a bit annoying. There's some real bulk there. And then a cute little bunny. Now I think, yes, good. I'm coming to my photos so I can talk to you about those. So these are two photos. I did have a series of 3, but I found that it took up too much space and they were very repetitive. They were the same photo anyway. This is the very first time that Jack learned how to light a match. In our family, we don't really use a lot of matches, lighters, things like that very often. Birthdays, candles, and that's about the only time. And he's never actually lit a match before. He is also only 8, so not lighting matches is probably a good thing. But I wanted to, I brought him some gloves for a costume, and I needed them to be fingerless, but I didn't want the threads to fray and run, so I wanted to singe the edges of those because they were just that, I don't know, polyester, nylon, I don't know what you call it, but really plasticky material. And so I was singeing the edges with the match, with the flame, and he was so interested in how it even works, how the the red on the end, I don't know the scientific terms, but reacts to the swiping across, and can you just swipe it on anything, and all of that kind of stuff. So it led to a really great discussion, which was really cool. And then of course there's the whole talk about fire safety, not just the literally burning yourself, but the lighting matches and being around things that are flammable and dropping a match on the ground and all of that stuff that comes with fire safety. But it was a really nice experience to do that with him in such an authentic, real way. Not just that obscure, no, you can't play with matches, but with no real reason about it and no real understanding behind it. So that was really nice. And he felt so grown up to actually be allowed to light a match and have a purpose for lighting that match other than for fun, because that's not why we light matches. Anywho, that's what these photos are, so that was pretty cool. And he also learned that it's actually kind of tricky to light a match, that it doesn't just work straight away, which was nice. So yes, you can see here that this layout is actually almost done now that I'm finishing up that top corner. My photos are on. I've got those cute little bunnies. To be honest, not really anything on this layout has to do with the photos themselves, but they're fun. The word discover does, because that's what he's doing. He's discovering about, playing with the matches and what fire is. I was really planning to put those hearts onto this page because they're silver and they're sparkly, but they were just a bit too chunky for the mood and feel of this layout. This layout was a little bit soft and pretty, so I'm going to save those for another time, but I will put on a few little enamel dots. I'm just using the same colour scheme but matching them to a different heart, which is kind of silly but fun. And then I think we do some splatters. We usually do some splatters. No, we didn't. OMG. And then this is it. This is my layout finished. I was really happy with how this one came together. I think the sparkly frame was really fun. And then all the different textures and levels you get with popping things up with foam. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, everyone.